Hello, world out there. Still going through our April 2026 issue of Kawhi Ola. This article is titled 2026 Legislative Landscape Raises Concerns by Lena Ala. Aloha. April marks the final stretch of the 2026 legislative session, and OHA's public policy team continues to work diligently to ensure the voices and rights of our beneficiaries are represented at the Capitol. This session, a handful of positive measures have advanced. Notably, House Bill 2409 HD3 would increase funding for the Department of Hawaiian Homelands, and HB 1769 HD2 would bring inmates incarcerated on the continent back home to Hawaii, 30 years after they were sent away. However, the broader legislative landscape has been deeply concerning. For one, we've seen many legislators double down on a false narrative that scapegoats protections for cultural and natural resources is the primary impediment to the construction of affordable housing. This false framing persists even through the simplifying permitting for Enhanced Economic Development Task Force, formed pursuant to Act 133 in 2025, determined that expedition housing development cannot be achieved simply by circumventing regulations. Rather, legislative support for technology, upgrades, and workforce development are necessary to ensure timely processing of permits. Of urgent concern on this front are bills that would erode protections for iwi kupuna, which are the bones of our ancestors, which is House Bill 1710 HD2, and limit citizen rights to sue to enforce environmental review laws, House Bill 1979 HD3, and limit the jurisdiction of the Land Use Commission, a critical forum for protecting traditional and customary Native Hawaiian practices. The targeting of the LUC is particularly unfounded, given its strong record of processing affordable housing petitions within the legally mandated 45-day timeline. At the same time, OHA's own legislative priorities have faced significant setbacks. None of OHA's 6 package bills were heard or advanced in the Senate, and only 3, House Bill 2101, which is Commercial Aquarium Collection, House Bill 2103, Historic Preservation Review, and House Bill 2104, Island Burial Council, successfully crossed over from the House. Their future now rests with the Senate Water and Land Committee and the Senate Hawaiian Affairs Committee. 2 additional bills, HB 2582 and House Bill 2584, remain critical to the well-being of the Lahui. Although not part of OHA's package, they address long-standing issues tied to the public land trust. The Hawaii State Constitution guarantees Native Hawaiians a pro-rata share of trust revenues, recognized in statute as 20%. Yet OHA currently receives just $21.5 million annually, far short of the estimated $80 million identified in the 2016 financial review due to OHA as its share. This chronic underfunding directly limits OHA's ability to provide essential service programs, scholarships, and advocacy for the beneficiaries. These bills must be heard by the Senate Committee on Hawaiian Affairs to advance. In May, we will provide a comprehensive update on the session's outcomes. In the meantime, we strongly encourage you to stay engaged. If you have not already signed up for OHA's action alerts, please visit oha.org/advocacy. As we approach the 2026 election, OHA will continue holding policymakers accountable through follow-up interviews, issue briefs, and continued public engagement. To everyone who has responded to action alerts this session, mahalo nui loa for your continued support. Your voice makes a difference. Aloha.